Well, the first thing is the only thing I love more than big data is small data. It's easier to wrangle and work with. I really like data in all its shape and forms. And the best way to describe it to an outsider is, look, we all have questions about things that need measured, things that need to be understood, answers that don't have answers yet. And often the best way to get at those answers or to better understand systems and processes and markets and other things is through data and the ability to ask questions of data and tease out the answers. And so I like to think of myself as a private investigator, and I'm doing sleuth detective work and research. And then when I find something, I interrogate it fully until I get at the truth and the answer that's hidden within it. And that's what I do with data. Look, I think fundamentally every single one of us, whether we're an adult or a kid or somewhere in between like me, has a chance to be a better version of themselves. And I think the way that we often get better is through learning. And education is a primary vehicle by which people learn and create better versions of themselves. And obviously that starts when we're young in formal schooling, but also hopefully continues throughout life. And so I just think when we're all better versions of ourselves, we all impact other people every day, and there's kind of network effects that exponentially grow as a result. And we can just live in a better, kinder, happier, more functioning world when all of us just continue to try and make ourselves better. And again, education is just a key way to do that. And I think robotics education is particularly amazing in this regard, not only because it really inspires kids and gets them energized to learn and apply science and engineering and other technology and mathematics skills in creative and innovative ways, which is really the highest form of learning, is when you can apply something you've learned creatively, and robotics really allows for that. But I think the other thing I've seen through competitive robotics is other life skills that form. Kids have to be able to articulate a vision that they have in their head to their team members and kind of convince and influence them that this is the right way. And those other kids have to be able to interpret what this kid is envisioning in their head and see it for themselves. And so that's a skill developed. You have to be able to give feedback constructively to someone. You have to be willing to take feedback constructively that maybe your idea isn't the best, and here's why. And this kind of collaborative problem solving, I think, is incredible, regardless of whether they end up in a science or engineering field. In any profession or any walk of life, that's valuable. Planning and problem solving, setting goals, breaking up work among team members, getting it to come back together and actually work, resolving conflict when it doesn't. These are things that come from educational and competitive robotics that I think don't come from most forms of traditional education or even sports teams. So I think my views on this have really changed over time. What I find now that I get most excited about is when I hear about the problem to be solved or the business model or something, and I imagine it scaling into being really successful and large. And I think to myself, is the world a better place when that happens? Like is this a world I'm more excited to live in that's going to benefit a lot of people and other people are going to be excited about? And when that happens, I think I get really, really excited about being a part of it. So for example, one of my more recent ones is INNOVEIT. It's out of Hungary and the US, and they do cancer research to understand how the genetic makeup that's driving cancer, based on the combinations and mutations in the genetics, what is the best possible treatment for a patient that gives the highest opportunity for a successful outcome. And I think this is really amazing application of really artificial intelligence to impact human lives and to radically change how people are treated for diseases such as cancer. And so I'm really excited to be a part of that one. One of the things I love about being an angel investor is I get exposed to all kinds of new business models and opportunities, problems that are out there that I had no idea existed, and solution potential that I had no idea existed. And just meeting founders who have so much knowledge and passion and energy for solving these problems, I just get really invigorated by that.